What's going on, YouTube? Bill, I'm back again with another reaction. Today we got how Larry Bird almost took another NBA player's life. Sheesh. The last Larry Bird reaction will be at the end of the video, man. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe. Tell me which one we should react to next. Turn on post notifications. Follow me on the gram at Lil Uncle Official. Link in the description, man. My Modell's affiliate link is in the description as well. If you're looking to shop at Modell's, use my link. It would be greatly appreciated, and you'll help your boy out, man. Shout out to whoever sent that super thanks, man. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. It popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? It didn't pop up, but it popped up yesterday on the analytics. I don't know what to look for. The super whatever it's called, super thanks. I don't know what to look for that, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I didn't even know you could do that. But without further introduction, man, let's get into it.
How Larry Bird almost made an NBA player commit suicide. Now, before I get started with the video, I just want to say thank you for 140,000 subscribers. That is absolutely crazy. We are so close to 150k, which is, I really honestly never thought I'd be able to get to this point. So thank you so much for 140k. But yeah, I just wanted to say a big thanks for all of you guys that like the videos, share the videos, comment on anything down below, and obviously subscribe. It honestly means the world to me. And without you guys, I wouldn't be at 140k and close to 150k. So yeah, like, thank you so much. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say I uploaded this video yesterday for about a couple of hours, and then I decided that I wanted to change it a little bit.
This video from Mad
so that's why I'm uploading it today instead, because yeah, just wanted to change it up a little bit. And so yeah, here's how Larry Bird almost made an NBA player commit suicide. So in a podcast interview with Vice Sports, former NBA All-Star Jason Williams, no, not the flashy passer, white chocolate Jason Williams, this Jason Williams in the interview, played in the 1990s for the 76ers and the New Jersey Nets. And, well, he talked about what it was like as a rookie, playing against the great Larry Bird. Now, this interview was conducted a while ago now, but I found this story absolutely insane, and I'm surprised it hasn't been publicized more, so that's why I'm here, telling you stories that you may have never heard of. Now, to actually get into this story, you firstly need to understand some of Larry Bird's history, so here's some backstory. As we all know, Larry Bird is one of the greatest players of all time, there's no doubt about it. But not only was he an amazing player, he was an incredible trash talker, and according to many previous NBA legends that played against Larry Bird, he was the greatest trash talker of all time. But the thing with Bird, and many great trash talkers alike, Michael Jordan, Gary Payton, Reggie Miller, Kobe Bryant, and many others, is that when they trash talk, they not only trash talk, but they back up whatever they're saying with incredible play, which makes it more annoying for the opposition when they actually have to face up against these guys, because they just trash talk in their face and then hit like a 3 in their eyeball. It's crazy, but that's why they're so good. Now, like I mentioned, Larry Bird was one of the greatest players of all time. We know that. Larry Bird had an incredible career ever since he was drafted in 1978, and as a rookie he averaged 21 and 10 at the small forward position, and that would only be the start of what was to come. For 13 seasons with the Boston Celtics from 1979 through 1992, Bird brought hustle, consistency, and excellence in all areas of play as a scorer, a passer, a rebounder, a defender, a team player, and perhaps above all, as a clutch performer. Oh, did I forget? And as a trash talker? The thing about Larry Bird though is that he was so confident, very confident, maybe too confident, but he was confident in a great way. Bird was so self-confident that he was known to waltz up to the opponent's bench before tip-off and predict a 40-point performance for himself. Then he would drop 40 on them, which is pretty insane. I won't get into all the Larry Bird stories, but just know that there were some pretty crazy Larry Bird trash talking stories. Anyway, in 1990-1991, Bird was coming towards the end of his career, and he would still play 38 minutes a game, but he'd only play 60 games, and you could definitely tell he'd lost some of his touch, which, I mean, it was obviously expected since he was 38 years old. He had all sorts of issues, and at that exact time of 1990-1991, Bird was slowing down and at the end of his career due to frequent back issues which would hamper the legend into retirement just a year later in 1992. So it was really not Larry Bird's prime or peak, but if you knew anything about Larry Bird, he wasn't going to let a rookie dominate him, or to be exact, he wasn't going to let a rookie stop him, not even on his last leg. According to Jason Williams, he felt confident enough that he could check an aging Larry Bird on the court. I'll be clear with you again. Larry Bird did not like rookies, especially those that tried to challenge him, but not only was Williams a rookie, this was his second game in the league. It didn't start off well for the 76ers. Charles Barkley had come to the game hungover, and Larry Bird realized that immediately. He knew Chuck had a big night out, and Larry Bird saw this as an opportunity to trash talk his way into a win. Not only did Bird start trash talking him, but he was lighting him up on the court. Larry Bird was hitting 3 after 3 after 3 on Barkley, and he couldn't do anything to stop it.
I get there, and Charles Barkley comes to the game hungover. Hungover. You know? You can smell it on him. Boy smells like a sailor, man. It's like possum nuts, you know? So Larry Bird comes in the game, they started, and he goes, Charlie, you been out all night, man. Here, take this with you. Boom. He starts lightening up Charles Barkley.
Larry Bird, doing what Larry Bird does, backs down the court after hitting in 3 and tells the opposition coach, hey coach, give me somebody else.
So they put in Rick Mahorn, and they look at Rick and say, if you got a whole ass, you got to make 2 trips, boy. You can't check me. Why? Larry Bird just talked.
If you knew anything about Rick Mahorn, he was a pretty tough guy in the NBA. In fact, so tough that one time Isaiah Thomas punched him in the face twice, and he didn't even flinch. So, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I'll show you the clip. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, as I told you before, Larry Bird didn't stand down to anybody, and although Mahorn was a pretty tough guy in the NBA at this point, Larry the Legend didn't care. He started trash talking Mahorn too. Then Bird says to the coach, put somebody else on me. And so he did. And so on came Armand Gilliam. Now, as you can imagine, Larry Bird started lighting him up as well. So after Larry Bird started killing Gilliam, he struts back down the court just like Larry Bird does and says, hey coach, put the rookie in. Now, as you can imagine, when his coach finally put him in the game, Jason got more than he bargained for.
You know, he tried back, he looks over at the bench, and he goes, hey, coach, put the rookie in. I was like, yeah, put me in. You better not hope you don't put me in. And then Jimmy goes, Jay, go get him. And I go in, I go, yeah, what you want to do? Come on, baby, let's go. Let's get it on. And he gives me a pump fake, and I jump clear across his head. And when I come back down, he looks at me and goes, stupid rookie, boom, and hits a 3-pointer. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's one. He's Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, obviously known as a notorious trash talker, heckled Williams throughout the game and scored on him without a sweat. In less than a minute on the court, Larry Bird made Williams nervous. He was unsure of what to do, and Larry Bird continued his scoring onslaught regardless of his efforts. Once Williams had enough, he challenged Larry Bird to a duel in the post, which ended even worse. Not only was Williams losing confidence, but Larry Bird showed no mercy.
So I'm like, okay, the next time, I'm just going to play him this way. I'm not going to jump. And he's laughing hysterical. Goes, you're not going to jump against the Birdman? Whap! Hits another one. So 6 points in not 25 seconds. So I go, shit, now what do I do? So I'm caught between the fart and the shit. So I'm just, I'm like half jumping, half jumping. I look like a damn orangutan. What to do? Now I'm panicking, and he just gives me a pump fake, crosses over, hits another. Got 9 points now, Ben. 9.
Bird called for a post play, spun around Williams, and dunked the ball before Jason could realize what happened.
Post me up. 5 down, he calls. They throw the ball in the post. He pump fake, goes around and dunks on me. Ooh. Now I'm like, oh shit. I got dunked on by a white man who's on the end of his career.
Can never go home again.
It's a wrap now.
From that point on, Williams not only doubted if he should be playing NBA basketball, but he contemplated suicide for a brief moment.
I'm starting to think when we run back down, maybe I shouldn't play basketball. Maybe I wasn't that good. Maybe I should have been a brick mason. You know, what the hell am I doing here? I can't go home now. If this guy scores one more bucket, I'm thinking suicide. It really was. I was like, what the...
Larry Bird had destroyed his confidence in an instant, and when the coach tried to insert Williams back into the game, he looked into the stands, hoping the coach wouldn't even make eye contact with him because he was afraid to face Bird again.
So the second half starts, and I'm on the bench, and he starts lighting up Charles Barkley again. He's lighting up Rick Mahorn. Then he's lighting up Armand Gilliam, right? And the coach comes down to the bench. You got nobody else to put in the game. And he looks at me, and I start looking into the stands with the fans. I wouldn't give no eye contact to Jimmy Line and the coach. And I'm like, please, don't put me back in there with that white guy. Please, whatever you do. It was the first time in my life I was ever scared to be go into a basketball game.
Maybe he was exaggerating a bit, but he didn't want to go back in the game, which is crazy. Larry Bird made a grown man not want to play the game he loved because it was killing him too much. Now, I don't really want to talk about Jason Williams and what he's done in the past because, well, I don't really want to get into that. But for those that don't know what he did, you probably won't forgive him. But in my opinion, I truly believe he's a changed man. He helps out communities and he takes care of young kids that actually need help. So I think he's definitely learned his lesson. If you guys want to find out what he did, if you don't know, you can probably search it up. But I just really don't want to get into that in this video. Anyway, the craziest thing about all this though was that Larry Bird was doing this at the age of 38 years old with back issues and everything, but he was still lighting up these guys. I can just imagine what type of trash Bird would have talked in his prime, but the most hilarious thing about all this was that Williams was so distraught about how a white guy dunked on him, and what made it worse was the fact that it was Larry Bird and he was super old. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. I just thought it would be a really interesting video for those that didn't know about Larry Bird and his savageness, and to be honest with you, Jason Williams was probably exaggerating a little bit when he said that he was contemplating killing himself and committing suicide, but he openly admitted that he was scared to face Larry Bird again, so that's pretty crazy. Larry Bird made a grown man scared to play him at the age of 38 years old. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more videos just like this.
And that's the end of this one, y'all. If y'all enjoyed this Larry Bird reaction, man, make sure you click on the last Larry Bird reaction on your screen right now, man. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, man. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want me to react to next. Turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram at LilUncOfficial. Link in the description, man. My Modell's affiliate link is also in the description. If you're looking to shop at Modell's, please use my link. It'll be greatly appreciated, and you'll be helping your boy out, man. Shout out to whoever sent that super thanks to, man. I appreciate y'all. I didn't even know y'all could do that, but sheesh. Gang, gang. Y'all do y'all thing. Word. I'm out here.